What's going on, Shoe Crew? We are here with the first of many new Smite updated builds, and yeah, so today we're going to be starting off covering probably my most successful build video, which was Neith. And also, if you haven't watched my top 5 God video, or ADC video, excuse me, go ahead and click the link down below. It's in the down there region. And yeah, you'll see why I'm covering her first. Not really trying to spoil anything, but she is in that list somewhere. So go and watch that. I'll wait for you. Okay, welcome back. So we're here with the build. In this build, I'm not really going to be covering her abilities. I'm not going to be covering ability builder or anything like that. I'm strictly covering item builds here. If you want to go and you want to see how to build her abilities and what her abilities do and all that jazz, go down to my playlist, which is outdated builds. Should be up by this video. If it's not, I apologize, but it should be up either when this video comes out or the day after. And yeah, you'll be able to go over that. I go over everything. Don't follow the item build on that build. It's super outdated, but the ability and the leveler for her abilities are the exact same. Has not changed because of meta. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into this, guys. We're going to go ahead and go down to the old item builder here. And the start item build, it's an old school way to start, but we're bringing it back. All right, we're bringing it back, and it is going to be the good old tier 2 trans. And it's really good right now in the meta. There's no early wave clear items that you really need to buy. A lot of people are trying to lean towards Oboe. They're trying to make Oboe work. I don't see Oboe working anytime soon. Anytime soon, to be completely honest. It's not good enough, and the poke can get you hurt by mins more than anything else, so there's really no reason to, because it chains, and a lot of times it'll chain to the god when you'll be starting a fight or getting poked down by mins a lot more than when you don't want to. So you're going to want to grab that. You're also going to want to grab your pots, of course, and then you're also going to want to grab the old purification beads or Aegis, whichever one you're feeling. Like if there's a Scylla in mid lane and there's really no super heavy CDC coming from the support, don't worry about it. Go with Aegis first. It's not too crucial because Aegis will stop I'm a monster coming from jungle or anything like that, so it's a little better. Obviously, the first item you're going to finish out is actually going to be Transcendence to get your stacks online as soon as possible. I'll sit here and pause on Transcendence. You can pause the video here if you want so you can read it. I'll do this for all the items. I'm not going to read through what it does because you pretty much already know what it does at this point. But just so you can read it, if you don't, here you go ahead and click pause. But we're going to build Transcendence, and then secondly is obviously the most common second item in the game is of course going to be your boots. You have to have boots no matter what you are. Now this is completely up to you on how you build it and whether or not you like the way it feels or not. I flip-flop, so I'm going to be honest. I change this every now and then, but not too often. I like Warrior Tabby a lot. It makes her hit hard, and it makes her hit effective. But if you like the more boxy-ish build, I guess you could say, switch over to Ninja Tabby. Ninja Tabby is not a bad build at this point. It has 20 power and a 15% attack speed. It's not bad, especially early game. I mean, eventually, I don't really think you'd switch out Ninja Tabby for Warrior Tabby. You'd keep it the entire game. But that's a possibility if you really want to run that. It's not super frowned upon, as long as you have boots. I go Warrior Tabby. And then third item, I actually recorded this video once already. Now, I recorded it yesterday, the same time I recorded my top 5 video, and I decided I might as well make a Neith build real quick. And I recommend you use Soul Eater, okay? Soul Eater is phenomenal. Like, it is so good right now on Xbox. But, here's the huge but. Coming out with this new patch, Soul Eater is trash. The patch notes that just released as of today, the day that I am posting this, it is trash coming up. Like when this new patch hits and the nerfs hit and power pots are gone and all this, Soul Eater is literally a potato. It's so bad. Don't use it once that patch comes out. Use the shit out of it until then. It's so phenomenal all the way up to these new patch notes. It's going to be so good. It's going to save your life hella times. Attack speed is phenomenal. Life seed's phenomenal. The little burst heal you get when you drop 25% is phenomenal. So use it until these patches hit. But I'm not going to put it in this build so that this build can actually have a little more longevity in its life, so I don't have to make another updated build coming up in about a month. So I'm going to put Asi or Asai or whatever, however you pronounce it. I'm putting this in the build. Always a safe pick. Always a safe pick. Never wrong to pick Asai. It's really, really good. The 35% passive is really strong. So I'm putting this in the build. But like I said, use the crap out of Soul Eater until it gets nerfed into the ground. Alright. So then we're going to go ahead and go to the fourth item, which is actually a brand new item that is fresh here on Smite, which is Ritual Dagger. I'm going to sit right here for a second so you can see what it does and understand it a little bit better. And the main thing you need to look at is the passive, which is super strong, by the way, because we're going to be using Aegis and CC beads. That's 50% increased duration on both. That is so strong. It's insane. That 50% increased time for being CC immune, 50% time for being Aegis, like being invulnerable for 50% longer is going to be huge. You're going to be able to outlast so many more alts. You can pretty much last an entire ROM alt now fully Aegis. That's going to be massive for boxing and duo lane. It's going to be huge. But not the other thing that's really good about it is a lot of people are dogging Ritual Dagger on ADC builds. Because they're just like, oh, well, Jotuns was here this whole time. It gave you all this stuff and all this stuff. The thing is, Jotuns didn't really fit what an ADC needed. CDR is wonderful on an ADC. Being able to use your clear abilities, being able to use your stimulus, being able to use your self-heal, all that shit more often is never a bad thing. This thing makes you a little bit bulkier, which is nice in this new meta. And also it gives you 10% CDR, which is always nice. But this is the main thing. A lot of times we used Hasten Fatalis, or we use Oboe, or we use something like that, something to increase our attack speed. I mean, I understand 20% ain't nothing to be like, oh my god, it's breaking the game kind of a thing, but it's nothing to sneeze at either. Like, it's still super strong. 20% attack speed is phenomenal. And especially if you stack Ninja Tabby on this, which is why I'm trying to drifting towards Ninja Tabby a little more than Warrior Tabby, but it still makes it to where your attack speed is phenomenal. So I definitely think Ritual Dagger is going to become a staple in ADC builds. Like, no joke, it's going to be great. So make sure you throw that in there as well. Sorry about my little rant there, but I've been getting picked at by people about Ritual Dagger. But yeah, so then our second to last, excuse me, is they're pretty much always going to be used by us kind of ADC build. Kin size gives you 40 physical and all that fun jazz, more attack speed and all that chunkiness. But yeah, it's always going to be good until they nerf it, which I doubt they will because it's at a very comfortable spot right now. It's not broken, but it's not like bad. And it's really good. It's a nice, comfortable spot. It's a good crutch to have. It's really, really effective chunking down junglers and supports and all sorts of stuff. And then, of course, last one that is just the staple of the build is going to be Titan's Bane. You guys already know what Titan's Bane does. We've been building it for about a year, 2 years now. It's insane. It's really good. All your attacks, pen, broken, fantastic. Love it. And that's going to be the last one. Now, Situationals. I'm going to put it right underneath this so you guys don't get it confused. Situationals for Titan's Bane's sub is going to be Brawler's Beat Stick. Gods that you will be going against that you need this is support Guan Yu, support Aphrodite, mid lane Aphrodite, or mid lane Hell. Those are the 4 that you really, really, really need this for. If it's anywhere else, if solo lane has a Guan Yu, who the hell cares? If solo lane has like Vamana, who the hell cares? We don't. We're ADC. Our builds are spec'd to be comfortable in duo lane. And what rotates the most to duo lane? Mid lane. So we don't really need to worry about solo lane. Solo laners don't rotate in the meta right now. They don't. They sit in lane and get fat. That's all they do. They'll rotate every now and then if it's a really good solo laner for Gold Fury and whatnot like that. But they're not going to be hugging your lane. They're going to come over. You might have to deal with a Guan Yu heal like twice before it goes to team fight. As soon as it goes to team fight, who cares? Your support's probably going to have weakening curse. Your jungler might have weakening curse. Your solo laner might have weakening curse. It doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about your build fitting to be that counter. But if it is a Guan Yu support, Brawler's Beat Stick. If it is a Afro support, Brawler's Beat Stick. If it is a Hell mid, Brawler's Beat Stick. Plain and simple. But yeah, or Hades mid. Forgot about that one. Hades mid as well. Build Brawler's Beat Stick because his consume is serious right now. It is so strong. Kin size substitution actually. I've been like teeter-tottering with the kin size on what to sub it with. I actually really like Executioner, but I was trying to work with Stone Cutting Sword. I couldn't make it work. Like, I love Stone Cutting Sword, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Stone Cutting Sword, but it doesn't fit. It's more of a jungler than anything else. But Executioner was really strong back in the day. I think they buffed it a little bit, not lately, but they buffed it a little bit back. But Kinsai's just been so strong. But if you just don't like the way the Kinsai feels, it's a very acquired taste, Executioner is always a safe bet. It's super strong right now. 25% attack speed is crucial, and not to mention you're just slowly chipping them away. As long as you can land your basics, Executioner is the way to go. Your last relic that you'll need to buy as well is, of course, we've already talked about it, Sanctuary or Aegis, and just makes you invulnerable. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like, that's pretty much the build right there. And yeah, if this video did help you in any way, or you just like my face. Speaking of that, if you guys, let me know what you guys think about the webcam with the builds. I'm actually going to move this real quick so you guys can see it. There we go. Hey, there you go. Full build over there. But yeah, if you do, oh, God, I'm sneezing. Excuse me. Thank you for saying bless you. Alright, but yeah. So I'm going to move it over here so you guys can see the build fully and its potential over there. But yeah, if this build did help you in any way, or if you just like my voice or my build in general or anything like that, if it's different from somebody else you watch, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. Also, make sure you comment down below any other tweaks that you would put in this build, because I'm always curious to see what the community thinks. And also put any comments down below, any other gods you would like to see builds for. I'm going to be sticking to ADCs as of right now, but I need lists of gods that are in demand. So I'm sure like Erlang, Shen, and maybe Fafnir, Ratatasker, Susanoo, Hades maybe. I don't know what else is in the meta right now really. But let me know and I'll go to my consultant, stuff like that, if it's a solo lane or stuff like that. I have people I go to give me the information that I need to make these builds crucial and precise for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm going to get out of here and I will talk to you later. Peace!